The Quarantine Cup is of course brought to you by NolanTCG Collectibles. Enter code NOLAN5 at checkout for 5% off sealed and singles on the site. I personally picked up my case of Burst of Destiny for, I believe it was $1,070 after entering code NOLAN5 at checkout. They do more than just sealed though, they do singles. Honestly, probably the most competitive prices on the market for everything at launch. They do also have a little bit of a back catalogue going on with some alternate rares and secret rares that they're updating all the time, so do check them out. And of course, entering code NOLAN5 at checkout makes it all the cheaper. But let's get on into the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are here for top 8 of the Quarantine Cup. I am here with Jake.
Hi.
And today's special guest is Tom.
Hello.
So we're going to be doing these a little bit out of order, but not massively. There is a play-in game to follow. We're just waiting for the replay for that to be submitted. But we are starting with top 8. We do have Doc and we do have Loza. I will double check which rankings these guys ended with because I do have forgotten that. Doc is playing Virtual World, of course, and Loza, he is on Dark Magician by the looks of it.
Looks to be. I couldn't imagine him playing anything else at this point.
The list has Dark Magicians in it, and it has 2 of them, so I'm assuming it's Dark Magician.
You would assume so.
Now, where are we?
Wait, Duck's playing with like maxi card sleeves. Does he even know what it does?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know what it does.
And Ghost Ogre, which is a card that only saw play when he was playing his Numeron Gate deck.
Okay.
So yeah, Virtual World.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Wow,
Yes.
who would have thought?
So, Doc is the 3rd seed, and Loza is the 6th seed coming into this one.
Relatively level.
Did Doc finish 3rd last Quarantine Cup?
Possibly?
It's a very real thing that could have happened. That I don't know how I have access to that. If you go back and look at the old Quarantine Cup finals videos
Good,
on the
but
channel,
that's a lot of effort.
it'll tell you there, so we'll figure it out. I believe Seb has just joined us. Oh, he's turning off his microphone.
Yeah, he's put himself on mute, so I don't think he wants to join us.
Yes. Bubble Boy indeed, Seb. Now we're seeing standard Virtual World combo. I believe
Yes,
now these two are
summon
going to
the
turn
things and
into...
send the things.
Will he do the thing that lets him set the thing? Yes. He's doing the thing that lets him set the thing. Does he have a thing to set, surely? Imagine
Well,
getting this far and being like, oh yeah, shit, I gotta set it up my Zolkin. So Zolkin effect.
There was years and years ago where I played like a Zolkin Turbo deck, and sometimes I would just like hope that I would draw into something that let me set a card.
Ah, that sounds terrible.
Oh, it was. The deck was AIDS.
Turns out I message a lot of people because Loz's list is right down on my phone. Should probably bring up Duck's list as well.
Popular.
So Duck, rather interestingly, main decking Imperial Order in his top 8 list.
Makes sense.
Makes sense indeed.
But he's not a Tri-Brigade player, therefore he has to get through the deck to be able to get to it.
Yeah, true. He is not main decking any Tri-Brigade cards, therefore... What have you set the Imperial Order?
I'm pretty sure the card he set was the gate that sets gates from deck, isn't it?
Well, we don't know what he set.
We don't know what he said, but we know that he searched that card, so you'd assume so.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, he's going like...
If he
big
discards
boy.
this... Yeah, so it's the gate that sets gates.
So he's not playing a Bamboozling Gossip Shadow here. So I'm curious as to what he intends to make. Is he going Coral Dragon into Shenshen?
Maybe it gets him another draw.
Nope. Okay, he's going for
Muddy Mud Dragon.
the
We're
Kali.
going for the Dragoon. Or Dragoon.
Does he have a
Either
level
other.
modulate? Because he level modulate the Lulu.
I think he did. I think that was the first trap he sent.
There's
Yeah,
the
there you go.
Chuchi, so he can still... He's going big board. Big board. It's now going to be a Shenshen. Oh, nope. We're coming back.
I think he's realised it's better to do the Muddy Mud Dragon play first, so that those materials end up in the graveyard. Whereas if he does it before, they get banished.
Does it really matter? Is he going to recur his Mighty Mud Dragon and his Zolkin?
Mayhaps.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Someone named Destiny Blaze watching this match live.
Woo! And Lewis.
And Lewis. Shout out to Lewis.
Big Lewis in the chat.
Yeah, because he was out of the game for so long, he didn't actually make the top cut, as you would assume that he would.
Despite being the defending champion from last time. Oh, he played week 1, played really well, and was like, okay.
I'm done with this game. Sold all his cards. So 6 cards in hand. Can he break a...
Oh?
Oh.
No cards here negate this.
Tricky thing is, though, the Crystal Wing kind of blocks the Dragoon until he gets rid of the Kaliga.
Can you notice the attack over the Kali?
Yeah, well, that's what he has to do. He has to attack over Kaliga first and then start popping stuff.
Imagine the scenes where a Dragoon just outs this entire board. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Loz, what have you done?
Oh, no, I think he's misplayed.
Oh, wait, it doesn't get destroyed anyway. So, if nothing else, he's just baited out the Crystal Wing.
Okay.
Because Dragoon can't be destroyed anyway.
I guess.
Just means that if he does happen to have something that outs his Dragoon set, that he won't be able to chain Dragoon to negate it.
But I thought we identified that it was the virtual world card.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. So he does.
No, it doesn't.
But then couldn't he have just popped both of them anyway?
Yes. Yeah, if he'd waited till main 2, like I think he can do it anyway because he's got 2 pops. So he can just activate the pop here, pop, you'd assume the Crystal Wing.
But did he not already activate the pop, which is what the Crystal Wing negated?
Yeah, but he can do that twice. Whereas if he'd attacked over Kaliga, then activated the pop now, then he would have been able to destroy both.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, as they say in the business, a misplay.
Yes.
Why did Duck lose?
Taking the damage from Crystal Wing?
Oh yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, it does big damage. Salvation. Ooh.
Damn.
Let's get over here and read this card. So Salvation is, when this card is activated, you can set 1 Eternal Soul directly from the deck. If you normal summon or special summon Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, you can target one of those monsters, special summon 1 Dark Magician or Dark... Or a Sushi Pop. Don't need to read this no more.
Interesting that he let that go, but I suppose he's playing multiple Salvation. He could have destroyed it as well. I'd Duck have 1 less card on the field to be able to do things with.
Yeah, I guess maybe he's just gonna dig now anyway.
Well, he's going to get to be able to top deck pretty much any card that he wants at this point. Wait, no, he won't.
He is not playing multiple Salvation.
Oh.
He's playing...
Just playing the 1?
1 Salvation.
And still 1 Eternal Soul?
Yes.
Interesting.
There are some interesting choices, but I guess they make sense when you look at the deck as a whole.
He's letting himself top deck his souls next turn.
For some reason I thought Shen Shen was monster, but no. Just guard. Now we'll find out whether or not Duck can generate the Utopia Beyond in his list. Whether or not Bozza will just hold the negation of Dragoon to the Utopia Beyond. Because
now that I know it activates, I would have done that a long time ago versus this deck.
Yes. As we originally discussed earlier on a video, a lot of us thought it didn't activate.
What doesn't activate?
Well, it activates, so that's irrelevant, but
Oh.
Utopia Beyond. Because on summon it changes everything to 0. It was somehow passed around and became common knowledge that it, in fact, does not activate, but it does.
So Loz has gone for an immediate negate.
Rather interesting.
It was a fair one to negate too, because that would have got him a fair bit of resources.
Kowloon likely going to go and get the spell card here. Does he have a way to send the spell card? Oh, we'll just get banished from the Shinshin anyway.
Very true. Oh, he's going to negate one of his own cards? I'm thinking he's just getting the pop on board at this point. Oh, and that one, actually no, that one recurs once it's banished too. Oh, and then he can pop his own thingo with that as well. Okay. Let's see what he's doing.
So he negates his Shinshin, then pops his own Quinlong. So that he can Quinlong search.
Even then, but it should be banished.
What?
It should be banished because of his synchro.
He negates the Shinshin with the Quinlong. Then pops the Quinlong
Oh,
with the
okay,
Chi-Chi.
so it didn't... Yeah, no, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. For some reason, I assumed that he chained them, but that's not
No.
productive.
That would not be how this works.
However, now he does have access to 2 level 6s, so... This is not good unless he's got some other negation in his hand.
Because this can just bring back anything, can't it? It's...
Yep.
Okay,
Including
yeah,
it's another copy of itself.
that's not good.
Nope. That is
That's
access to a level 6.
gonna be a Kieran? Oh no, it just brings back the other Orochi.
Yep, and then make the rank 6. Unless he has some other form of negation in hand, and we're going to see Utopia Beyond.
And Beyond's gone over the Dragoon. Then it's gonna become good old friendly Mr. Dr. Zeus.
Mr. Dr. Zeus. God, it's so stupid. I hate it.
Imagine topping an event because all your deck did was play Zeus.
What a
Who would do
fun
that?
format we are in. Who would do that?
Who would just go and top a state champs qualifier?
In fairness, he did not make the deck.
Yeah, in fairness, it was Sebastian was the deck doctor.
Oh yeah.
I wonder why he put the Crystal Wing back.
Monster
he needs to get the
Reborn,
other
though.
one. He can't. It was cheat summoned.
Valid. Maybe he's probably just keeping his virtual world stuff banished so that he can Chuchi it.
Nibiru here would be really good. But no.
Sadly, no Nibiru. Was he even 1, 2, yeah, exactly 5. Okay.
Actually, no, we know what the top deck is.
It was Souls.
Yes, and it won't do him any good because he won't get full value off his spells. This is bad. It feels really bad.
It does.
It's like watching a crane crash slowly.
If only he had magicalized fusion.
That would be pretty good.
You're gonna see Chuchi removing the circle. I was either the Caligula or the Crystal Wing that he had to put back, so.
Fair. Well, he didn't have to put back anything.
Valid. It's easy to manage your resources that way.
Soul's coming down. We could go with Verte just to bait out stuff, but it's not going to get him that far because he's still got a Searching Grave plus whatever he top decks. And even if he gets to the Verte effect, it leaves him on 200.
Oh boy. Even then, he has the Zeus is a double, so
Yep. It's not looking good for
No.
our friend.
not looking good at all. There goes the Zeus. Chain droplets. Quick. Ah.
Hey. But also, that does nothing.
Not against a second Zeus.
He could bait out the Zeus, but that's about it. And even then, he can just use it next turn. Oh, dear lord. Yep. Sends the Ecclesia. The Fleur will still summon, but it won't negate the Zeus, and it won't have enough attack to get over it.
Sad times. But at least it's a beat stick. And Duck is not
mean-
playing a second Zeus to now put over the top. But the Shen is just going to summon back.
Yes, yes it is. And then he can just punch into the Fleur with the Zeus, and then attack for game.
Attack for game, yeah.
But we'll Duck style on him.
Will he play
I
into
can-
a
I can see
Nibiru?
it.
Here
Oh
we
yes,
go.
the Nibiru. I suppose that's another reason why you put the Crystal Wing back, because it's easy banish fodder for Shen Shen.
Yeah, I guess. But I feel like wouldn't you rather just banish virtual names?
Sometimes, not all the time.
That will be game 1 going to a Doc. So Loza here, I'd expect him to probably go first. However, there is a lot of going second cards in his main deck and side deck.
Okay, so maybe he just goes second, but with better preparation.
He is main decking 3 Nibiru and 3 Ash.
I
With
didn't
3
see any of them.
impermanents.
That's so... Oh, that hurts.
And
Didn't see
then
any hand traps.
His side deck also consists of 12 going second cards. Whereas his side deck just features the 3 Solemn Judgment as his lone going first cards.
Okay, well, he's going first.
Yes, definitely put in those Solemn Judgments then. Destiny Blaze, still here. Wonder who that is. Who is Destiny Blaze? And why are we not
Probably one
asking
of
how is
Loz's-
Destiny Blaze?
I'll do you one better. Why is Destiny Blaze?
Yes. Where is Destiny Blaze?
What's it going to say?
probably one
Are
of his
either
viewers.
of our... No. Are either of our finalists here playing Crossout Designator?
Oh, Crossout Designator was indeed legal for top 8. Neither player is playing Crossout Designator.
Interesting. Okay.
Interesting that Duck is not at least citing it, considering
You would
he's
think
got
so.
Nibiru's in his side deck. He could have probably main decked it over Talents.
Mayhaps.
Like yes. Like this deck does have space. I think he's opted for Talents and Imperial Order over the Crossout. Talents, good decision anyway, because he has immediately come up against Dragoon deck.
Yeah, valid. No Dragoon on this board, though. always forget what they're called. This one's the SETI Gatey one.
This is Kowloon.
Kowloon, okay.
Okay, that will be that.
Off the
Where
trap
are
though,
we?
which looks interesting.
I wonder what his set card is. Could it be the Judgment that he is sided in? Could it be
Well,
Eternal
what did
Soul?
he's okay? So he searched for Lee, so he may well have punishment set.
Yeah, it could just be a punishment. One of his two punishments.
I feel like in this matchup, being able to pop 2 cards is probably more valuable than being able to negate 1. So if he's already drawn the punishment, then you search the Fleur.
Yeah. It is rather cute that the Artemis does turn on this whole package, being able to summon the Ecclesia.
Yeah.
So if you don't open a way to Verte, you at least open a way to do this.
I mean, realistically, if you don't activate the Ecclesia effect, you can still just make Verte to make Dragoon.
For some reason, I always thought it was when it was special summoned or activate its effect.
Nah. Ooh, we have an Ash on the
Ooh.
Lulu. That's pretty good.
Lulu will remain in hand.
I mean, it'll get normal summoned, almost definitely.
Yeah, probably. Drawing 1, drawing 2. Successfully, since Ash Blossom has already been used. The amount of times though I like activate something to bait the Ash. Oh my! Oh no, cool. For a second there, I thought Duck was playing different Ash Blossom arts in his main deck, and I was going to be really
Oh,
mad.
that would
he's not.
that would annoy the hell out of me.
Yeah, the amount of times I like activate something, get Ash, and then I'm like, okay, cool, now I can activate this, so I don't have to worry. But wait, he could have Ash.
Imagine that, they just errata every hand trap to be no longer once per turn.
Fixing
And it's no
Yu-Gi-Oh!
longer I feel like that would just make like old school hand trap invoked the best deck.
It'll make that list that I came up with ages ago the best deck.
That was really bad. In saying that, I was going to say this to you a little while back. With Crossout, that deck could honestly destroy people. You just play every hand trap. You cannot be disrupted. Tactic talents get you back in the game in terms of resources and stuff. It'd be epic.
Just play Dragoon and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Away we go. You'd have to cut down like 20 hand traps, but you'd be sweet.
Oh, okay. So it was the souls that was set. That's
interesting. Not very good. Not very good at all. We only have one more negation coming up.
He's going to be able to tribute the Artemis to bring the souls back to hand, but that's about it. Well, he's got the Fleur de Lis as well to be able to negate something from the extra deck. So hopefully he's got some other response in hand like Nibiru. Otherwise he's in trouble.
That adds the Rod back to hand, correct? Yeah. Rod.
Yeah. Is that what... I probably didn't say Rod, but I meant Rod.
I think you said Souls.
Probably.
I was like, that's not right. You'd like to think there's a Nibiru here, given that he's clearing his own board. Did he even keep the Nibiru in, given that he was going first?
I mean, Virtual World do have to summon like 17 times to get anywhere, so I feel like Nibiru is always a good option.
Yeah.
Got the trap on Ecclesia to bait out the Fleur. Okay. So if he does have Nibiru, you just leave it.
Yep, away we go. This is not looking good for Loza anymore.
It's really not.
Unless there is a Nibiru in hand, we are out of negations.
As I alluded to, a Nibiru gets him very much in the game. And if he waits until the Thingo gets on board, then it'll have like no value whatsoever. Nibiru.
Solkin. Will we see it?
Oh, I lost.
There it is.
Yay! Woo!
Big Nibiru.
What I like to see.
Coming in clutch.
This is really good then, because he's got Souls that's coming off the top deck, and he's got Rod in hand. Plus still the Fleur and a mystery card.
Mystery cards are cool.
I do like a good mystery card.
Is he playing the Relinquished Anima? He is
I assume
not.
it's in there somewhere.
He's
No?
not playing Relinquished Anima. So when he changed that token location, I was like, Anima off the Souls.
That's what I thought as soon as he moved it there as well.
But no, there is no Anima. He's playing. His Link ones are Imduk, the Artemis, and Linkuriboh. And he is playing, of course, the Sky Striker package of Kagari and one Kaina.
Oh, okay, that's why he's not playing the Anima anymore, because the Anima was prior to adding the package for Thingo.
Interesting.
Alright, so Loz is starting turn, so we know he's drawn Souls.
Unless
Souls is also going to draw him net him a draw as well, because he's got the Servant engrave. Ooh, Ash Blossom.
Ash for the rod. Yeah, Soul's coming down.
Duck doesn't have enough banish to be able to pop anything, does he? Because those 9 cards are all from Desires.
They are all indeed face down cards.
Okay. So realistically, depending on what the set is, he's going to pretty much go uninterrupted.
Let's have a look at Duck's list. The set could theoretically be Imperial Order.
Possibly.
Could also be a Cold Buy, possibly a Droplets. There is the potential of a Twin Twisters or an Anti-Spell coming from the side deck, but...
I mean, if it was anti-spell, he would have hit it up already, right?
Well, no spells have been activated.
Yeah, but
Same with
anti-spell, you have to activate prior to spells being activated, because otherwise it's a bit redundant.
Yeah, true.
It looks like he's going for the Dark Magician's summon, so you can assume that it's not the... not the Droplets, the Call By.
Thumbs up. Dark Magician summons. Now, will we see...
It's a fair amount of damage he has on board.
Yeah, considering a Dragoon can also just, like, float in on this. Like, use Dragoon, pop the token, that's game.
Yeah, I suppose it all depends on what the set is. Because if it's a Droplet, it puts him very far behind. So maybe worth just going in for damage and then trying for that play.
It could be worthwhile. He'd still be able to out the token and do damage if he went for the Dragoon line, because Nibiru can still come over. It just wouldn't be as much damage. Can you see?
We got a
Servant.
sneaky draw.
Okay.
Just the Dark Magician, so just the one.
I was like, has he gotten another one engraved yet? But he has not.
Oh, we have a link. He is indeed going for the Verte.
No. What? Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Taking the gamble on the Droplets. Let's see if it pays off. Interesting move here, Cotton. It is.
There it is.
Oh. The Gammy coming out of the hand. Okay.
So, what does he have? Does he have any resources in grave?
Duck.
Duck, I mean, yeah.
Uh,
No. Oh, wait, no, he
yes,
does.
there is a Quinlong and a Zangwu.
Okay, so he's got things that he could do, but it will depend on what he draws as well.
Well, he has to discard after the Quinlong, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So it by itself does nothing.
Well, he gets a draw for turn as well.
Yeah, so he will just...
So we'll have a card in hand. It just depends on how good the card is.
Or Servant.
Oh, okay. This may well be just the game.
Is that it's going to be... Oh, I don't think... Enter's
going
pop
to
the
pop the
token.
back road. Ecclesia is going to come back and search a punishment.
It's going to pop the token. Summon the Ecclesia. That's 7, 2, 5.
3, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that's 8, 2, 5.
damage
8, 2,
on board.
5. Yeah.
Also wins.
He will win game 2. No time in the round in top 8, so we will be playing through. We are currently at the half an hour mark. Floor attacking, giving them both the buffs. And then the Verte coming through for 250. Okay.
Sneaky Verte.
Sneaky 250. Making sure you're fully dead.
Alright, so now in theory we see these going second cards that Loz has got sided coming into the board. So you said that there was like 10 of them, right? Or 12?
12 of them.
10.
We have 3 Evenly, 3 Lancia, 2 Droll, 1 Pank, 1 Harpies, 2 Cosmic.
Okay, so
How many does he
could
see,
be
though?
Very good.
We will... Yeah, he saw the Nibiru last game that he kept in despite going first. Very good shout at the end because it saved in the game. What would he take out here? I'm assuming he takes out the punishments? Going to maybe the called by? Realistically, it's just a case of him choosing the flavoring that he wants. He can take out, I guess, his skill drain.
Yeah, I feel like the skill drain gets out of the deck at that point. Like, it doesn't hurt Virtual World all that much anyway, the skill drain, because they set up the trap very early. And just gets immediately popped.
Loza is in fact being the one taking the time to figure out which of these cards he wishes to be playing here.
Well, I feel like Duck just sides back into his like original build, right? Like he probably doesn't have that many other cards that disrupt Dark Magician that much.
Probably just the anti-spells are like guaranteed now in the deck.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just to make sure he shuts down the activation of a Red Eyes Fusion.
Start with the Kowloon.
Or shuts down the ability to activate Red Eyes Fusion. Has he opened Kowloon all 3 games?
No, the first game he searched Kowloon.
Ah, you love to see it. Or I thought he activated it and then also searched it.
No, what did he do?
So because we had a Choo-Choo
he-
face up on turn 1, all 3 games.
Yeah, because he did do it eventually.
Okay.
Oh no, how did he... Wait,
No,
how
I thought
did he
he-
do that?
Yeah, I thought he
Maybe.
activated it and also searched one.
Maybe.
I was seeing.
I can't remember now.
I thought Kieran sent of the 3rd type.
He's concerned of the 3rd type. Yep, so he sent the wrong card.
Yes, he should have sent a monster there instead of the 2nd Choo-Choo. You love to see it.
Cheating in top 8. Love it. I feel like that trap's...
Now
yep,
it's
I was just about to say,
immediately
that
going to
trap's
come
gonna
up.
be very... Yep.
Oh no.
Oh no. Duck.
He's been playing it for a year now. Come on, Duck.
It uses tuners as non-tuners, uses non-tuners as tuners. It's a very fluent deck.
Uses
first of all.
tuners
You can do
as
almost anything,
popping for
as long as
lunch.
you cheat.
As long as you cheat.
Come on. Surely we're reading and we've stopped here because we know that this was not correct.
Oh, there
We
we
have
go.
stopped here. Good, good, good.
Okay, good. We didn't have to strip him of his top 8 and let Loz play out the next match.
So yeah, this Lulu goes back to hand. Yan
yeah.
is sent instead. Okay, then Lulu activates. We still end up in the same position, but it's not. Actually, we don't, because they're both tuners.
Without the trap, without the trap, he doesn't have access to the non-tuner tuner level 6s until now.
There it is. Okay.
This way, he has to use a lot more of his resources, so it's not going to be the bonkers board that it was before.
Yes.
At least I don't think so.
So what are we looking at here? We're looking at that's going to turn into a Coral Dragon or a Status Charge, then, or turn to a Coral Dragon. Those two will then turn into his Zolkin. If he's got the card to set, that would go to that.
Yeah, that's a good point. He does need a card to set, doesn't he?
I believe he'll end on the Kali. He'll end on the same board again. If he has a card to set, he ends on the same board.
Have fun. So you need to go for the Stardust here. Oh no, the Coral, because it needs the tuner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, kids. Kieran sends the third type. An invocation can only use monsters from hand when not summoning an invoked monster. Both things are relevant in major events.
The more you know.
The more you know, because knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. Spellbook of knowledge is draw 2.
Fascinating. It's only draw 2 in spellcasters.
Yes.
If your opponent tries to send a dragon, they check.
It's game on.
So again, Roshi target the Chuchi. I suppose because he can just bring one back.
He probably sends a spell here, right? So he's set up for next turn.
I'm not sure. Because he doesn't.
Oh no, he's already got the spell engrave. Okay, so maybe sends another trap.
Is Zheng-Wu's a reborn?
I think so.
Okay, now he's also going to put since that is a reborn, he's going to put a the Shen on top of the board. So he's going to go Shen, Kali, Crystal Wing.
Yep, so exactly the same board as before.
Yep. With the Chuchi Pulp.
I'm wondering if the set is problematic.
You'd like to think here that Loza has the evenly matched.
That would be really good.
Does Loza play like droplets or something like that?
Loza does not play droplets in main or side. So we've got the Kali. Now we'll see the Zheng-Wu. Will we see the Zheng-Wu?
Depends on what he has in hand.
We do not see the Zheng-Wu.
I'm thinking the card in hand is something he needs to be able to maintain board.
Interesting.
Like a hand trap of something.
Because GG also didn't add back an end phase. Oh well.
Oh, we have an entry to battle phase.
Oh,
Let's
here we
fucking
are.
go.
There is the evenly matched. The
It's
players.
not likely that Duck would have sided in Lancia for this matchup because banishes are not that common in Dark Magician. What does he keep? I think it'd either be the Crystal. I think it'd be Crystal Wing or Kali. Face down, Duck. You don't get to recycle it. Oh no, he's popping it.
Okay. Well, Oh yeah, no, it didn't end on the I was like, wouldn't it get... Yeah, don't worry. Crystal Wing is his choice.
Alright, wants to keep the monster negate, which is valid.
Activate Red Eyes Fusion, main phase 2.
It honestly wouldn't surprise me. Oh, engage. This is kind of good, actually, because he can go through a monster effect that he has to respond to without having to commit more than one card from his hand to the board.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty big. This, yeah, gets him the Dragoon.
Yeah, unless Duck responds.
Well, he's gonna go into Kiner and force a response, I believe.
Kind of doesn't stop the Crystal Wing from negating the effect, though. It just stops it from attacking next turn.
Okay. For some reason I thought Kiner negated and
No.
stopped it from attacking.
I don't even know if he used the effect.
Traditionally, as we were getting very close to time, this kind of could have very well produced game if we were in a timed match.
Very true. Thankfully, we're not.
Weird. This kind of has resolved at exactly the 40-minute mark. Imagine if we were in a timed match.
Typical Scott Striker.
The Link Spider. No droplets is going to stop this Crystal Wing.
I remember some time ago he was playing. I can't even think of what the card's called now. Eagle Booster as like a secondary search card in case he already drew both cards. Is that still something he's playing?
It is not.
Okay.
There is no Eagle Booster.
It is big sad. So really, all he's doing is paying 2k to bait out the Crystal Wing negate.
You can't even follow up with... Yeah, there's nothing that he plays will stop this Crystal Wing. Also viewing his extra deck. Oh,
Putting
Souls?
souls.
What are we doing? We sending Souls?
I think he meant to put it on the board, like as he usually does.
Summoning the Dark Magician.
Perhaps.
Do we know what's in Duck's hand?
We do not, I believe.
Yeah, we don't actually know.
Second evenly matched.
Well, we know that pretty much every monster effect's going to resolve between now and Verte, because
Fleur, but no.
yeah, it doesn't do
between
anything.
game.
It just puts a monster on the board.
That monster on the board could potentially become an access code talker after the Verte is negated.
Would it?
Yes.
Oh, he's just going straight to.
Becomes the access code talker now.
Imagine after all that, he's got Monster Reborn to bring back the Verte.
Imagine. He's not playing it, but imagine. Oop. No Crystal Wing. Sitting 2 at the end of this. Big.
Okay, you'd assume that they're good then, because he would have pitched them off souls otherwise.
Would probably be Eternal Soul Punishment? Or Eternal Soul and then Soul Servant, maybe?
Maybe. Have a think on the desires. Oh, no, there we go.
Could even potentially be a Cosmic, you may have cited.
Maybe that'd be really good, actually. If he does get to a point where he has the spells and traps on the board.
Long pause. As Lala was added. It is Master Roshi. Oh, discarding anti-spell.
Discarding anti-spell. Dude.
Drawing it off his desires. Now, Zheng Wu going to summon back, giving him something to target with his Lao Lao. If your laws are, there is the potential, an Ash going down as well.
Do you think that was the card he kept in hand?
Surely would have activated it at some point.
We have a 6/6.
Interesting.
Oh.
Juju.
Oh, that's a good card.
Yeah, it's gonna be able to send the access code. Surely Loza reads this and activates a punishment if he has it.
Oop, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects.
Oh. While you have two of the different type, original type and attribute in your graveyard. Yep, he covers those bases.
Covers those bases 4 days. Yeah, there's not a lot that I can see that he could do about that if he didn't negate the summon.
Yeah.
Unless he does have a soul set and then he could banish it.
Well, he doesn't have the face up.
Oh yeah,
Magic Circle.
yeah.
Souls doesn't do banish. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that that's how that works. Oh, this isn't good.
Not good at all. That access code. Gone bye-bye. I thought it was type and attribute.
Are they not the same? Muddy Mud Dragon and...
same. No, it's Worm, Dark Dragon.
Is he cheating again? Type and attribute. Yep, he cheated again. Duck.
The worst part is the cards are there. Like, he's got Kirin Juju. He's got Lao Lao and Lulu. Yet he chooses to send Muddy Mud Dragon Zolkin. Muddy Mud Dragon Zolkin are both dragons. One's not a worm. We are fine.
Oh,
we move.
Okay. So it's you that can't read. Okay.
Yeah, well, all other cards are worm. Why no worm? Worm. Also, he has chosen to get rid of the punishment so that he can make a Utopia Beyond an attack over the access code.
Interesting.
What was the punishment set?
Yeah, it was.
We were correct on that one, which means he probably just sided out the skill drain. I'm gonna say skill drain. Maybe. I don't know what else he would have sided out. Given he's kept the punishment in, he's managed to fit the 3 evenly back into the deck and seen 2 of them. Maybe he's taken out less powerful hand traps. Impermanence isn't very good against this deck, so...
No, Impermanence is very bad.
Permanence probably would have been what come out. And then the skill drain would have also come out.
I think the XZ also gets rid of the access code.
Oh no. Fan. Detach 2 materials from this card. Yep, banishes 1 card from field and 1 card from graveyard.
And then it will become a Zeus.
Surely this... Why did he not just banish the Dark Magician? God knows.
Yeah, not sure.
It becomes a Zeus, but Zeus not have... 7. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
7.
It will.
7s are 7s.
Now we have a big think.
Oh, let me keep playing. Time to keep playing.
So in theory, that becomes a Stardust to get him a draw.
He does not actually have the one in graveyard that he needs.
Oh,
This is just damage.
just putting a body on the board. Fair enough.
Remember when we got virtual worlds and everyone was like, "This deck sucks," and then it just kind of became very good.
Yeah, I still don't like it though.
What got banned out of this deck? Ah, yes, True King of All Calamities. Yes,
Yes, that card.
that card, the very fun dragon. Despite the fact that it was a worm. You know what I find confusing?
What's that?
Worms
he's
aren't
making that a level
dragons.
6.
Worms aren't dragons, but worms also aren't reptiles.
Correct. Is it spelled with a Y? Actually, I swear Jesse and I were talking about this the other day, because worms in like mythological sense are just a different type of dragon.
Yes.
So they should just be dragons.
Kind of.
It'd make dragons too broken if all worms were dragons and all worms support said dragon.
Really isn't that much worm support though. Like most worm support is only good within the worm deck that it belongs in. Like there's not a huge amount of overlap.
Wouldn't
Sword Soul,
Waterfall be
Sword
amazing?
Soul, yeah, but like a trap monster reborn is really not that good.
Yeah. Doesn't it draw a fuckload of cards? I can't remember.
No, it's a different card. There's another one that's like you can.
We have a concession from
Big
Loza.
sad.
Duck will move on. Told him to say something, but I've cut him off.
Yeah, no, I just saw the board. I was like, oh yeah, Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus win. Zeus win the match.
Zeus wins, lol.